I love men. Like, I think men are the coolest, but I don't need them to survive.
You do actually need men to survive, and here's why. Everything that you see around you was built and created and maintained by men.
Okay.
Everything. The infrastructure in this country, in every single country in the world, is built, created, and maintained by good, honest, hardworking men that just want to provide for their family. Everything, the roads you drive on, the buildings you live in, men are subject to military conscription. They're subject to the draft. So if there's a war, men are forced to go and die and be in the trenches and get chemical.
So are women. Women can get drafted.
Women cannot get drafted. You think women can get drafted?
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
I don't think
put me up in
there's-
Vietnam, like, I don't know.
Women were not drafted in Vietnam.
I know. Okay, but
Modern women are facing an identity crisis due to the conflicting messages they receive from popular culture and the woke feminist ideology. On one hand, they are told that they don't need a man, while on the other hand, they are biologically and universally encouraged to be nurturers and caregivers. This confusion has led to women making wrong decisions when it comes to relationships, often chasing stereotypical bad boys and ignoring the boring guys who plan to build their wealth and business. In addition, corporate multinational organizations have quotas to fill with female board of directors and heads of departments, often leading to them choosing women way junior to the role just to meet the policy. This selective equality is leading to men becoming increasingly frustrated with the current system. In conclusion, modern women are facing an identity crisis due to the conflicting messages they receive from popular culture and the woke feminist ideology. This confusion is leading to poor decisions regarding relationships, and corporate organizations are suffering from the forced implementation of woke policies. Men are becoming increasingly frustrated with the current system, and this needs to be addressed in order to create a more equal society. Women are looking for equality in the corporate world, but this is often not what they expect. They want more positions in boardrooms, but don't want to become plumbers or truck drivers. They want equal pay, but don't want to put in the same amount of work as men. They want the benefits, but don't want to have the same input as their male counterparts. This is the kind of equality that modern women are looking for. When we look at the expectations that women have of men, it is clear that they are unrealistic. We can often see this in videos where news anchors lose their temper with people like Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro. In these cases, the men have to lay out the reality for women to understand. In reality, most men become CEOs because they are willing to sacrifice a large part of their lives to compete in a cutthroat world. They work 16 to 18 hours a day for more than 30 years without complaining about why a woman earns more or why she was promoted instead of him. These men go on to provide for their entire families for the rest of their lives, while their partners and wives enjoy a life of luxury without having to work a single day. If the roles were reversed, it is unlikely that a woman would be able to provide for her entire family, including her man. Women don't do this, and it is one of the major reasons they remain single as long as they keep fighting corporate battles. Modern women have created unrealistic expectations of men. From six-pack abs and a six-figure income to being 6 feet tall, the list of ideal qualities is endless. Not only this, but they have unrealistic expectations from society, institutions, and the world in general. Women are particularly skilled at the game of human poker and use this to control how their partners should act and behave. They make an effort to present themselves as superior to others, discussing the places they have visited and the fashionable ways they apply their makeup. They may also talk about dining at upscale restaurants and attending sporting events. Women want to be perceived as having a distinctive lifestyle that is unlike anyone else's. But in doing this, they often try to control every aspect of their partner's life. It is important to remember that such unrealistic expectations can have a detrimental impact on relationships, as men may not want a partner who is acting as a provider, but someone who can offer comfort and support. Therefore, it is important to be aware of these unrealistic expectations and to ensure that they are not impacting your relationship. It can be difficult for women when their male partner begins to express individual goals and opinions in a relationship. Many women are unsure of how to react when a man offers his opinion, as they haven't been prepared for this by the advice they read in magazines and other media sources. When men reach a certain age, usually around 30 or 35, They start to become more aware of what they want from a relationship, beyond just physical intimacy and possibly children. This can be a shock for some women and may make them feel insecure and powerless. The result of these dynamics is that modern women are left feeling lonely and further away from the fulfillment of having a family. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments.